Tim W. Rago here, games, movies, and vlogs. How the hell is everybody? Now, welcome to part 2 of my Amazon haul. Yeah, right. I didn't think any more of any of the stuff I ordered would come in early, but as you can see here, it did. So, let's talk about it, shall we? So for the first one, I don't know why this one. I already ripped it up, so sorry about that. So yeah, this first one, before I even unveil it, reveal it, whichever, I don't know. This video is going to be short because there's nothing really to do a serious review on other than, you know, Monster Art. So this isn't, yeah, as you can tell, this isn't nothing serious to really talk about. So yeah, this video is actually going to be a lot shorter than part 1 was. So for the first thing, we have a Jurassic Park sticker, because I've never gotten a laptop sticker ever. Even on the other laptop I had, I never had one before. And you know what? I figured, you know what? Why the hell not? And also, the one that I was really trying to look for, I was trying to look for a Monarch Monsterverse sticker. You know, the Monarch symbol with the two. You know, the two triangles touching at the points. You guys have all seen it someplace. But yeah, got me my first laptop sticker, and you know, the Jurassic World logo is dope as hell. But you know, for a Jurassic Park fan, you know, since it's all one legacy, I figure you got to get the original one, just, you know, because being a fan here. So you have that. And I will post a picture at the end of this video of, either at some point in this video, of this on my laptop, you know, so yeah. So yeah, I will have a picture of it. And now for this thing, and there's a movie that I ordered. So yeah, let's get this box open, shall we? Or, let's get this open. Oh shit. Okay, so now that it's opened, now you have seen it in my movie haul. Yeah, you've seen it in my movie haul videos. I am a huge Asylum fan, so, you know, shut up. I think you all know that at this point, because I've talked about, like, God knows how many Asylum movies at this point. So, but there's, you know, that movie, but it doesn't matter if it's an Asylum movie or not. You guys all know, you know, there's that one movie that, like, you really, really want it, and yet every time you go to either Walmart or anywhere that sells movies, you never find it. I swear to God, the movie I'm about to reveal here, as many times as I've gone to Walmart and the local place I go to here in Las Vegas, Zia Records, every time I go, I never find this movie. Every time I went, hey, look at this. You've seen every time I've done movie hauls, I've never found this movie ever. And the fact that I had to get it off Amazon is a little weird, because it's an Asylum movie. You'd never think that I would have to go on Amazon to order any of their movies, right? You'd think I'd be able to just go to Zia's and get them, like I have been. But this one movie, it's just like I've never been able to find it. So the movie that I got, I'm gonna hold on a sec here. You ever notice how sometimes on Amazon, like, the way they package some of the stuff is, like, really, they, like, jam it in there to the point you kind of have to, like, jimmy it out of there. The movie that I got is Bigfoot. Now, anybody who has seen this movie probably hates the everlasting shit out of it, but I freaking love this one, actually. Like, this movie is one of my favorite movies by these guys, actually. The first being the Mega Shark series. I love Mega Shark. And the second being the Atlantic Rim movies. And then this is my number 3 when it comes to favorite Asylum creature movies that are not dinosaur related. So Yeah, what do you call this movie here? You know, despite the fact that this is an Asylum movie, Bigfoot himself has literally 9.5 minutes of screen time out of a runtime of straight up an hour and a half. So that is actually pretty good, to be honest with you. And yes, Bigfoot actually does look like this in the movie. And I just so love, like, it's got the National Guard helicopters, shooting at him from the back and everything. And he does climb up Mount Rushmore, which is awesome. Like, I remember when I was a kid, when I was younger, when I was a teenager in high school, when I first got into writing, I actually emailed one of the producers. It was David Ramawi, the guy who literally produces every one of these friggin' movies, I swear to God. I asked him if I can take this version of Bigfoot and do a story where he fights the T-Rex from the Asylum's remake in 2009 of The Land That Time Forgot. And the guy emailed me back and he said, oh, those two characters aren't really original to us, so if you want to write that kind of story, go ahead. But really it was that T-Rex fighting this version of Bigfoot, because every other version of Bigfoot that's out there, aside from like the found footage versions of him, aside from that, I'm not really a fan of some of the Bigfoot and Yeti movies that are out there that make him another thing I gotta clear up here. Now, when it comes to, and yes, what I'm gonna say relates to the Bigfoot thing here. Now, when it comes to effects in movies, how everyone chooses like practical over CG, I'm more of a CG guy. I think I said this in one of my movie hauls, I don't remember. But I am more of a CG person, because with CG, you have a lot of freedom with CG. And with a guy in a suit, you're very limited to what you can do with the guy in the suit. Well, with practical effects, really, I mean, you're not really limited. I just love CG a lot more because you can do a lot more with CG. So, do I appreciate the use of practicals in a creature movie? Yes, I do. But, like I said, I like CG a lot more. I just appreciate the use of practical effects here and there once in a while. And the thing about Bigfoot movies is that all of them, that I've seen anyway, has always portrayed Bigfoot with a guy in a suit. It's always been a guy in an ape suit, you know what I mean? And I'm really picky about that, because the suit to me doesn't look very monstrous to me. They just don't. I mean, the movie of Yeti, the Sci-Fi Channel movie from like the early 2000s or some shit, that one looked okay. Yeah, that one looked okay, you know what I mean? But I like when somebody does a movie off of a monster, you gotta make it look monstrous. It's gotta be nasty. It's gotta be a very messed up creature. And this movie does that for me. I mean, Bigfoot, of course it's Asylum, he's all completely CG, but he stands like, I think like Tyrannosaurus Rex size, like 20 feet tall, 30 feet tall. This guy's huge in this movie. And he just goes around, I think, like South Dakota or something like. No, yeah, it is South Dakota. Sorry. And he just goes around South Dakota wrecking shit, and the National Guard comes after him and everything. But the thing that I so love about this is these two characters right here. You got Danny Bonaducci and Barry Williams from, I think. I really don't remember who's from which show, but I know one of them's from Partridge Family, and the other one's from Brady Bunch. I think he's Brady Bunch, and I think he's Partridge Family. I don't know. But the conflict between these two is so freaking hilarious. Like, you got the guy who wants to just murder Bigfoot or make money off of him somehow, alive or dead, and then Barry Williams is like trying to save Bigfoot the whole movie. It's crazy. Oh yeah, Bigfoot's running around killing people, wrecking shit, and Barry Williams is trying to save him, and he has a very good reason. Like, I relate to Barry Williams' character a lot in this movie, because the way Bigfoot is portrayed in this movie for an Asylum movie, to me, in my opinion anyway, they did this surprisingly good. They portray Bigfoot as like this wild animal that they do the whole thing in this movie with, if you mess with nature, nature's going to come bite you in the ass, and Bigfoot is nature's way of biting all the people in this movie in the ass, because they tear down they do the whole like environmental thing, you know, you tear down the woods and it, you know, and it decreases the habitats of wild animals. And then, for the sake of the movie, Bigfoot's that wild animal that just goes around and he's pissed off. I mean, he is pissed. You look at that face. Throughout this entire movie, he is pissed off this whole movie. And it's just like, it's insane. And the CG in this movie, it's an Asylum movie. The CG is really obvious. Even for, this movie came out in 2012. I remember when this aired on the Sci-Fi Channel back in 2012. And, you know, it's an Asylum movie. Of course, the CG is pretty obvious. But actually, when you look at the fur on him, it's like they do put wrinkles on his face, and they have, like, the way the fur looks. It has the potential to look good. It has the potential to look good, you know what I mean? From the execution of the CGI in this movie. And then there's some CG shots that are just like, oh my god. Like, there's a bit where Bigfoot picks up a police car, and he picks up, like, part of one helicopter or a car, and he throws it at a helicopter. And the way they collide in midair is just, there's no explosion. It just looks so, it looks so cheap. It looks so cheaply done. It's like this really the weirdest shot in the whole movie. It's so weird to me. And then, one of the main highlights is this guy. Look at this. I'm not kidding. You see it right on the cover. Alice freaking Cooper is in this movie. And he's not a major character in it, but he's in it, which is insane. And Bigfoot drop kicks him. No joke. Alice Cooper, they don't even change his name. They literally keep his name in the movie, and it's just, it cracks me up every time. Even talking about it, I laugh my ass off. Well, it cracks me up because Bigfoot jumps on this stage while they're doing the musical festival, and he jumps on the stage, and Alice Cooper looks at him and looks at Bigfoot, and he's like, come on and get me, and then Bigfoot just kicks him. I wish I can show that clip, but I can't, because I don't want to get copyright struck here, but damn. You know, if I've been trying to find this on this movie is, if you guys want to see this movie, it is available to watch on YouTube, surprisingly, because I've been finding YouTube channels that they have full movies up there, and I guess for the channel, they're licensed by whoever made the movie to be uploaded onto that channel anyway. So I will upload the link to this in the description, so you guys who have not seen this movie can go watch it. I mean, it's an Asylum movie. It's a Friday night, Saturday night. It's a B movie kind of thing. But one thing I do want to say. I don't know who made this video, but there's a video on there. If you ever look this movie up and you hear, and if you see the title Bigfoot Dumb Freaking Movie, yeah, don't believe that shit, because there's this dude I saw that's trying to say that Bigfoot, that this is a King Kong ripoff, and I don't know how it's a King Kong ripoff. Because this movie is one of those few times when the Asylum actually does come up with their own shit, and this is one of those movies. So yeah, I wouldn't really believe what that dude says, what that video says, because I mean, he doesn't even look like King Kong. I don't know, he don't even look like King Kong, and you know, it's just weird. That I thought that video was just weird. No disrespect to the person who posted it, I just thought it was really weird. Just thought it was odd that I heard the dude in the video compared Bigfoot to King Kong. So, yeah, I've been rambling about this movie for a while. You know, I didn't ramble this much about my laptop sticker because, you know, it's a laptop sticker. But when it comes to movies, you know, I'm a huge film buff, so I'm sorry if I ramble on about it so much. Movies are a big part of, you know, my obsession, and you know, I just love movies. I can't help it. So yeah, yeah, those are my two new things from my Amazon haul. I didn't think they were gonna come this early. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed me rambling about Bigfoot here. Sorry, I almost belched. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and also watch till the end of this video so you know where to follow me on social media. If you can't find me, it shows you how to spell it so you can find me. But also, if you don't want to watch till the end of this video, I have the links up there in the bottom right corner of the banner. For my Instagram, LizardMan2021, and my DeviantArt, sorry, for some dinosaur and kaiju fan art. So yeah, come and follow me on those two, and this is Tim W. Rago, and I'm gonna say peace out, everybody. Peace out, everybody, and see you all in whatever video I decide to do next. All right, see you, everybody. I'm gonna end with a shot of pissed off mountain ape over here.